chasseur de diamants, il y a du Festive.
Alright, first from the music of dancing to the music of food, because it makes music in the mouth with all the taste. We have to make music to your taste buds.
What have you said?
Music to the taste buds. It's food, you can get confused.
What he's trying to say, he gets really confused when he sees food. He gets really overwhelmed, and we understand.
Yes.
Because this morning, it's a very exciting morning. We'll be creating different things here in the kitchen, thanks to our chef. Very good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Please tell me your name, but now slowly. Slowly.
Well, my name is Prashant. And
Prashant.
Prashant.
Okay.
And I work at Wet Lounge as an executive chef.
Yes.
It's an honor being here and demonstrating all this burger.
Okay. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The burger festival is happening in Nairobi, so it's a good opportunity to demonstrate few burgers here. I'm glad part of this crew and demonstrating few burgers.
All right. So there you have it. The burger festival is happening this whole week. We are, of course, going to be talking to the general manager of Eat Out Kenya a bit later on as she explains to us why this concept came up. But we want to get straight into the world of making a burger. I can see Willis is really, really anxious. He wants to see. Maybe you can start, and maybe you can explain to us
what all these are.
Well, why not? Sure. Today we are going to do 3 burgers. We are going to do tenderloin burger, we are going to do Mexican chicken burger, we are going to do breaded fish burger. When we talk about burger, it's very joyful. It's very casual. It does not require very fine dining atmosphere. When you go for the burgers, and we don't look for our diet goals. So today we are going to do some burgers. Burgers are very easy to make, and we are going to show you some burgers which you can make at home. You do not require very industrial equipments to make burgers. They are very simple burgers. You can combine few ingredients here, combine them together, and you can make burger at home at ease. Okay. To start with, I got some burger buns here. The burgers, when we make burger, we have burger buns. We make burger patties. You can make patty with any meat. You can use tenderloin, the prime part of meat. You can use the shoulder part. If you want to use cheap part of meat, you can use chicken beans, you can use lamb beans, you can make vegetable burger. With vegetable means, add some cottage cheese into it, some spices. You can add seasoning according to your palate, what you like, and according to your food culture. So today we are going to do 3 burgers. First we are going to do barbecue tenderloin burger. For barbecue tenderloin burger, I have this tenderloin mince, which is taken from the tenderloin fillet. Then we have a mustard paste. When I make burger, I always make sure the meat is not lean. It is full. It has few part of fat with it. So I believe it's like 75% of meat and 25% of fat. So it gives very good, the moistening effect. Your food never turn dry, even if you're cooking and searing the meat.
And it's also healthier.
That's always healthier,
When you go
so what happens with the patty, whenever you're cooking any burger patty with a chicken or a beef or a lamb, you should always have a mixture together, nicely seasoned, good combination of meat and fat together. It's flattened well. You have to consider the size of burger. Now, if I have a burger this size, my patty should not be larger than this size, the size of burger. So we flat this patty, we pan sear. We always have to consider one fact: when you pan sear this patty, it's going to shrink because protein coagulates. Because of the protein coagulation, it shrinks. So always consider the size of burger and the patty. The patty should come to the rim of burger. Then you can pile up, like we all like to have lettuce in our burger. So I have this iceberg lettuce here. Some rucola, some Roman lettuce here. We are going to do that. I have some sliced onion, sliced tomatoes here. Now we'll talk about how I'm going to season my burger patty. So I have a mustard paste here. I have this cooked onion. You always have to use cooked onion, never use raw onion. It's likely to spoil your food because onion contain 80% of moisture. So always cook your onion beforehand. Onion always adds sweetness to the product. It is going to add the same way. I have a mustard. Mustard is pungent. It's going to add pungency. I have chopped rosemary, which is herbs, which is going to give good aroma and flavor. Then I'm going to add salt and black pepper. To bind this meat mixture together, I need some fat also included to bind together. You know, I want to make the fat to fat emulsion. It has got 25% of fat. I have egg yolk and egg white. Egg yolk is going to act as a fat, is going to act as a, is going to help to combine the fat together, to bind together, right? Okay, so that's what we're going to mix together. We are going to make the patty.
All right, let's go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
So that's the cooked onion.
That's a cooked onion.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. I have this means around 240 grams. So we are going to make 2 patties out of it. So 1 patty is 120 gram.
Okay.
I added some onion.
Rosemary.
Some rosemary.
Okay, rosemary is a very strong herb, so very careful while adding it. Okay. You don't want your burger patty to be overpower. Then I add some mustard paste. Okay. I'm using this Dijon mustard.
Yes.
Okay.
Beat your egg.
This egg, this half egg should be enough for 2 patties.
Oh.
Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So we added half egg here. Okay. I'm adding some crushed black pepper for seasoning. And this is salt, very important ingredient. Salt to mix this patty. Okay, now talking about this onion, you can flavor this onion according the way you want. You can cook this with, you can deglaze actually with white wine, red wine, any herbs you like, thyme, rosemary, whatever, like curry leaf, coriander, cilantro, whatever you like. You can season your onion with these flavors. Okay, now we are just mixing it together to form a patty. Okay.
So you want to get everything in there?
Yes.
Together?
Yes. Okay. So when you talk about patty, it should be flavorful. It should not be bland at all.
Yeah.
It should have herbs together. It should have herbs. Good seasoning of salt and pepper. Okay. I have purposely added this mustard because people love mustard with beef.
Okay.
It gives good pungency. It balances the flavor. Onion adds some sweetness. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Now I'm going to shape this patty. Okay, I
don't need to have that in the house.
You don't need to have this, but if you find something like this, or you can do it on your palm also.
Yeah.
That's much easier.
It's much.
Yeah.
For those of us who are not
chefs.
Chefs. Yes.
At home.
Just pat it down.
Okay. You just take them on your palm, keep flattening it. Okay. And as I said, you need to consider the size of burger.
Burger. Yes.
Okay. It should not be very big, so it's going out of the rim. Okay. So this is my burger patty. It's ready. Yeah.
Great, and it's ready to go in.
It's ready to go in now. Okay. I have hot plate ready here. Okay. Hot plate. Okay. And putting some oil so it will not stick at the bottom. Okay. I know that its patty is going to shrink, so I'm flattening it again and again. Okay. Just putting on the flame. Okay.
So that's the tenderloin.
Yeah, this is a tenderloin. This is a beef burger.
Okay.
We are making.
So where do we go next? Quickly.
Right. Okay.
So what if I don't have, like, can I just do it on a pan at home?
Why not? Why not?
Like this pan here, we can use this there.
That's why I made that option available. We would like to see another burger, the next burger on the pan.
Okay.
Okay. This is industrial equipment, I know.
Yeah.
But you can use any non-stick pan.
Okay.
Only thing you have to make sure that when you are searing these patties, the patty should be the temperature of the hot pan. It should be extremely hot.
Extremely hot.
Extremely hot. It always sear the outer surface of the meat. It never allows juice to come out, and end result would be the moist patty.
All right.
Okay. Now we start with the second preparation. Chicken patty. Okay.
Oh, chicken.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's chicken mince in there.
Yes, the chicken mince is there. Now what we are going to do, I always like to do variation in flavors.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't want to restrict to the same herbs and same
That we just
seasonings here.
use. Yes.
So today we are going to do this chicken burger with Mexican spice. I have this para taco spice, which is very popular spice in Mexico. Okay, so I'm going to season this chicken mince with para taco spice. I'm adding this spice to make it more flavorful. And we are definitely going to take a tour of Mexican food culture. Okay, and then I have salt to add, season. Now this para taco spice is made from a couple of ingredients like onion powder, garlic powder, then there's paprika powder, dried herbs like parsley and thyme. They're dried and made powder. Okay, now we're adding our important ingredient, that's onion. Okay,
Onion.
okay. We have already done a provision of spice and seasoning. We are adding a little bit of sweetness of onion. Okay, and the remaining
Egg.
half egg, again the same portion.
It has to be half. I can't use a full.
It will be too much for 2 patties.
Okay.
You can actually manage your recipes by increasing the quantity, but since I'm making only 2 patties here, I would like to put only half egg.
Okay.
Okay, my recipe is for 4 burger patties. I use 1 egg for binding.
Okay.
Okay, that's a good proportion actually. So okay, now this burger mixture is ready. We just have to toss together to make sure it's bind together. All seasoning, spices, they get together. Okay, when you're making this patty, always make sure you can take a small piece of this mixture and put on the hot plate just to make sure that the seasoning is right, rather than putting the whole patty there and then you come to know that the seasoning was not right. So you can actually do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how will you know the seasoning is not right when you put it there?
You can actually try with a small piece. Okay,
then you
cook
taste
it, you taste it. If you
it.
think the salt is less or the herbs are less, you can add more in the mixture, and you can go for your final production.
But what if I have too much salt? Does that mean I'm kind of done in? There's nothing else I can do?
Then I think you'll have to increase the mince, chicken mince.
Okay, get you. All right.
Okay, now the same way, we are going to make the patty. Yeah.
There.
I'm using approximately 120 gram of chicken.
Yeah.
Okay. My burger is made from 130 gram of dough. Okay.
Okay.
So this patty is definitely going to shrink. It has got chicken, it's a meat. After the protein coagulation, the size will be smaller. Okay, now we are ready to go.
Okay.
The pan is ready, pan is hot. We can use this non-stick pan at home, but I think this griddle gives me right temperature for searing.
Yeah.
So I think we should use this. But there is no harm. Always have to make sure that the surface of pan is very hot. It will seal all the surface of meat. Okay. Yeah. Well, now this was our Mexican chicken.
Yeah.
Now we'll start with another preparation called breaded fish.
Breaded fish.
Yes. Okay. For breaded fish, we need this flour.
That's all-purpose flour?
No, this is corn flour I'm using. You can use all-purpose flour.
Okay.
This option is always available there.
Okay.
Okay. You need fish. We have fish here. Okay.
All right.
When we are using fish, always make sure that the fish is fresh.
Yes.
It's intact.
Yes.
And take a small, I prefer to use this size of fillet, okay, for one burger, because we are going to coat this with the breadcrumb.
Yes.
And the size is going to get
To
bigger.
end up looking bigger.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay. So
All
now,
right.
for fish, we are taking this fillet. Okay. I'm putting some salt first. It has to get the first marination of salt. You rub this salt properly, keep aside for 10 minutes or maybe 5 minutes. Okay. We have to make sure that the salt goes in the flesh.
Okay.
Okay, so it will not taste blind.
Okay.
I'm keeping it aside. Okay. Now I need.
Any help? Or we can start here.
Yeah, we'll just,
If you need any help,
we'll
just
help
let us
the
know.
Why
tasting.
not? Why not?
Well, if you need any help, just let us know.
I'm going to marinate this fish with mustard paste and basil. Mustard gives the pungency.
Yes.
At the same time, basil gives the freshness. Basil is a divine herb. Okay, I'm going to shred this. I'm going to add to my marination. Okay. Okay. So here's my basil.
Yeah.
I'm going to put this mustard paste here. Little bit.
On the side.
On the side.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to add little bit of salt again.
Yeah.
Little bit of black pepper.
Yeah.
For the seasoning, very less since we are making one portion here. I'm going to mix it together.
Okay.
Okay. And this marination we are applying.
Aha.
Okay. We should not go overboard with the mustard paste.
Yes.
It's pungent. Okay. You can go with lots of basil. It
But
will
not the
always offer,
mustard.
yes, but not the mustard.
Okay.
This marination is done.
Right.
You can keep this aside for 10 minutes so that fish will absorb all the flavor of mustard and
Yeah,
basil
yeah.
together.
Because you don't have that time, I've seen you have something there that you had done earlier. Is it the same thing?
Yeah, this is the sample.
That's a sample.
Yeah, this is
so
the
what
sample.
you've done is after 10 minutes,
Exactly,
20 minutes,
exactly.
you coat it with
Yes,
the
yes,
flour.
flour.
What do you start with?
We start with the flour first.
Yeah.
Okay, now you take this fish.
Yeah.
You put in the flour. Okay,
Yes.
coat this. It should be a very thin layer or a very thin
Okay.
coating of flour. It should not be
Okay.
too much.
Okay.
Okay. Then we have this egg batter.
Yes. That's just egg that has been
That's
mixed up.
egg,
Sorry.
egg
Sorry.
with salt. Okay, we
Okay.
added some salt for seasoning. I'm just dipping inside.
Yeah.
Okay, because of the flour, this egg and the seasoning inside, they never come in contact together. So you
Ah.
can still retain the seasoning of mustard and basil.
Okay. What did you say this was?
It's a breadcrumb.
Oh, breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. For that fine
Yeah.
coating.
Yeah.
Okay. And while that's going on, I think I want to invite Michelle Slater. She's the general manager. Just come through. It's okay. Of Eat Out Kenya. Of course, Willis Raburu runs closer to
Yeah, to the food.
to the food. That's what makes him happy. But thank you very much for joining us. And maybe we can start by understanding why do we have a burger festival? Are we that greedy? Do we like eating?
We needed a burger festival, I think. I mean, Eat Out basically, when we started, bring me closer to the food, right? It's a dangerous thing. But no, when we started, we were all about kind of listing restaurants, giving you information about different restaurants in the city. But something that we realized is that people wanted value, and people wanted to try out different places.
Okay.
So we started creating these food festivals. So we first came up with Nairobi Restaurant Week.
Yes.
And then we came up with a pizza festival,
Yes.
which happened last October, and it was incredibly popular. I mean, there were some places that had queues outside. They had to turn away people. Some people, like, you know, even managers were in the kitchen, like, kind of turning these pizzas. So we kind of got the idea that, you know, fast food, you know, as much as Nairobi Restaurant Week is about fine dining and kind of like an experience, people also want to kind of go out just for a really casual meal with friends as well.
Nothing dramatic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, you know, after the success of Pizza Festival, we figured, why don't we now change it to burgers?
Okay.
So that's why we're doing this, and it's been incredible. We've got over 80 restaurants participating. It's everything from cafes, so you've got Java, Art Cafe, you've got Big Square, you've got KFC, you've got Steers, and then you move on to guys like this, you know, you've got Wet Lounge,
Yes.
you've got Caramel, and all of these guys are doing buy one, get one free on burgers.
Oh,
for a week.
nice. Okay, so it
Yeah.
started yesterday.
Yes.
Right? How was it yesterday? I'm assuming crazy, doing your, you know...
It's
research.
funny. I mean, you'd think that like Monday would be
Monday,
quiet.
yes.
It was busy. I mean, we had some of our team went out to a restaurant yesterday and they ran out of burger buns.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because
Okay.
of the amount of people that came in.
Okay,
So
okay.
it's definitely going to get busy.
And
yeah.
let me understand, what exactly is your, you know, agenda as you set out to do all this pizza festivals, burger festivals, restaurant weeks?
Yeah.
What exactly are you trying to push out there?
So two things. So the first is definitely value for customers. So, you know, if we're able to create these offers like a buy one, get one free, or a set menu for a certain price as we do for Restaurant Week, the first thing that it gives is value to a customer.
Yes.
So, you know, I think the best thing with that is that maybe where you might usually go to one restaurant, you might try out a couple of different places. So you kind of expand, you know, your reach.
Yes.
But then it's two-pronged, because what it does in return is that it exposes, you know, these restaurants. So maybe restaurants that might be a little bit more quiet, maybe not a lot of people know about them, all of a sudden they've got all these people coming through and sampling their food. So, you know, for like Chef here, it's a chance for him to profile, you know, his menu and his skills to a different audience.
Okay.
So, yeah, the customer and the restaurant at the end of the day.
I get you.
Yeah.
Of course, it's going to be a very busy week. Just knowing how Kenyans are.
Yes.
We wait for this kind of things to, you know, survive and leave. Having done pizza festivals and the Restaurant Week, what's the one piece of advice you would tell, you know, anyone who's watching and wants to participate or to be part and parcel of this?
To go out?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's very easy. We've got a burger pass, which you just have to download on our website.
Yes.
So that's Nairobi Restaurant Week. Sorry, Nairobi Burger Festival, rather.
Yes.
And then you take that pass, so you can either have it on your phone, so you can take it like this and have it on your screen, or you can even just print it out. You show it to the waiter, and then you are entitled to the deal. So it's as simple as that. But my advice to anyone wanting to go out this week is try something different. You know, with over 80 restaurants participating, don't go to your usual joint. Maybe you can go there once or twice because you're going to get a free burger.
Anyway.
But try something new. And also, you know, if you usually go for a beef burger, try something different. You know, Chef here is doing a fish burger, which I in fact had seen on his menu, and it's got, I think, is it jalapeno mayonnaise?
Yes, we are doing the jalapeno tartar.
You see, there you go. So, you know, that's something completely different, which he has created for Burger Festival. So, you know, definitely go out and kind of change it up a little bit.
But then there are those who might say, well, this thing tends to be, it's like it's elitist, you know. What would you say?
We've had that question before, and I'd say it's not the case at all. Because if you think about it, yes, you're going to have some restaurants that are a bit more fine dining, but then you go all the way down to kind of fast food joints where, you know, someone like Snack Attack, or you've got someone like Big Square, where you can get a burger for as cheap as 250 bob. And then you're going to get one free. That's really great value for money. So, you know, I think it's one of those things where maybe, you know, if you want to try it out, maybe pick one kind of mid-range place, and then go to one that's more affordable. And the greatest thing with Eat Out is that we've listed all the menus on our website as well. So you can kind of pre-plan before you go to the restaurant.
You kind of know what to expect when you're going, or when you think you're going here.
Exactly.
All right, so this burger is done, I can see.
He's so excited.
He's getting ready. This is why I love my job.
We can't do anything else. I can't even talk to Michelle because we just moved over, you know. But anyway, Chef, take us through now the next step. Quickly, as time is coming.
Yes, we talked about the burgers. Now we quickly talk about the accompaniments like coleslaw. We serve very easy. Half quantity of carrot, half quantity of cabbage. We sprinkle some salt, and by the time we layer our burgers, this will be ready. We just have to coat with some mayonnaise, and this will be ready. So we keep this aside after seasoning for 5 minutes, and then we'll start with burgers. Now for burgers, always take sharp knife. Probably take bread knife. It is serrated bread knife. It gives very good effect. It's easy for you for cutting. Okay, cut into 2 parts. Okay, after cutting burger buns, always make sure they are toasted well. They should not be soggy. Okay, so we are going to toast them on the hot plate, and then we quickly start with.
We have to toast them?
Yes, we have to toast them. We have to. You can toast them on your non-stick pan also.
Okay.
You're ready with it.
And why are we toasting them?
Why are we toasting? That's what I want to ask.
We toast it because
why are we not eating right now?
We toast them because you know, the bread is soft. We actually use soft roll. We never use hard roll unless you go for the baguette. You know, you have to give that crunch to the bread. You know, when you eat, your all senses has to be satisfied. The texture and, you know, the feeling is very important along with the taste. So you get both the effect. Outside is soft. You can feel it soft, and the inside it's
It's a bit hard.
Crunch,
It's
it's
crunchy.
big, yeah, it's seared well.
Okay.
Okay. Now I think we should start with the tenderloin burger, and for tenderloin burger, for tenderloin burger we are using this.
Every day. But anyway, it's okay. Yes, chef.
Yeah. Sorry. We are using this mustard mayonnaise as a spread. Okay. I have this mustard mayonnaise. So I'm using the base of this burger bun.
Okay.
Spread it. Okay. Keep this aside. Then I have lettuce.
Yes.
Okay. I love iceberg. It's quite crunchy. I'm putting them. You can shred them also if you want, but I love iceberg placed like this. Okay. It gives.
They're not cabbage. I hear someone saying cabbage. It's not cabbage.
Yes.
It's lettuce.
It's lettuce.
There's
Iceberg.
someone upstairs who's
Okay.
saying
Robert
cabbage. I'm like, no. There's lettuce.
Okay. Are you ready? Tenderloin. Okay. While Michelle was explaining you about the Nairobi Burger Festival,
Yeah.
I got two things ready for you, which are very easy. Like you have a caramelized onion.
Ooh, I
These are
love
the onion.
Oh.
You just keep on the plate, on the hot plate.
All right.
Add some salt, okay, and keep them sauteing and frying till the time they turn brown and caramelized.
Okay.
I have mushrooms also here. Okay, I like to use this mushroom in Mexican burger. This onion we are using in all the burgers because I love using onion. You know, like so they are crunchy.
It's really
They are like bitter and sweet
Yeah.
because they are
Yeah.
caramelized.
Yeah.
Okay, so these two things are very essential in your burger. They are quite easy to make. You just put on the pan, add some salt, and just caramelize on the
That's
hot high flame. Okay, now this burger patty is ready. Slicer. Okay, now this tenderloin burger patty is ready. I'm taking this burger patty. Okay, I'm putting on top. Okay. Yeah. I have some sliced tomato to arrange. Okay.
I just hear you. Okay.
Actually, now this is the good part.
Okay.
That's the
I
good
like to
part.
season each and every ingredient of burger.
Yeah.
They should not be bland, so I'm seasoning this. Okay, so that the final seasoning of the product will be good. Okay. Now I have this grated cheddar cheese which I'm putting on top.
That's my favorite part of the burger.
Oh, you need a cheese
Yeah, if
part?
there's no cheese, I like kind of freak out.
Oh, interesting.
I love cheese.
Okay. Now I'm
on a
using
burger.
this caramelized onion. Okay.
Willis Raburu is
Tell you
so
Goodness, he's stretching. Bless him.
he's getting ready for this burger because
Okay.
it's gonna be an
Get
attack.
ready, get ready.
Okay. The lid of the burger again we are spreading with mayonnaise.
Man.
Okay. It has to be moist. It should not be dry. Burger should not be dry.
Yeah.
Okay. So now just combine together.
There you have it.
It's delicious.
There's
Okay,
the
to make it more attractive and colorful, we have this satay stick ready, which is going to be on top. And here we go.
Yep.
You don't even know how to start.
It looks attractive to me.
Okay, it looks attractive. All right. So, and this of course can go with fries. That's
Yes,
the most
yes,
important
yes,
thing
yes.
to know.
So we're
And I think
just showing you the presentation.
Yes.
because you're
Fries
looking at
it.
him and he's created this and he's taken the time.
Yes.
So you're gonna have burgers like this and then you're gonna have quick burgers as well.
and another.
Yeah, so it's a whole range. Yeah.
Okay. Now, everyone's favorite tomato ketchup. It has to go with burger. It's ready.
Yay!
Beautiful.
And the fries.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Willis Raburu, are you ready? You know, he's the
I
one who's
was
going to
ready when
taste.
the show
Okay.
started.
The coleslaw we were talking.
Yes,
That's
the
how
one
the coleslaw look like.
Alright.
Like we have cabbage and carrot together. We just added mayonnaise.
You tell us what camera you want. Okay. All right, so it's cabbage and
Cabbage and carrot in the
that's-
same quantity.
Yeah.
We added some salt, kept aside for 5 minutes so the excess moisture will go off. We mix with mayonnaise. It's together.
Ah.
Okay, and here we got fries as well. So it's your complete substantial meal ready. Okay, you have a tomato ketchup, fries, you got coleslaw, and you got your burger.
Yeah.
You can use any cheese you like. You can use Gruyere, Emmental, goat cheese, whatever your taste bud suggest. And here we are ready.
All right.
So it's
Thank
here
you.
for you.
God bless the ground.
You have to taste it.
Yes, I'm just about to do that. Hold on.
Yeah.
Never too early for a burger.
Never too
Never.
early
No,
for
no,
a
no,
burger.
no.
Let me see.
Never been early.
Like you
I
would
want
think.
to try the fish one.
These are my jams. All right. This is why you watch the Power Breakfast Show. Special shout out to David or UK who is watching.
Has it hit your mouth or you're just saying because it's food?
I'm gonna lick it.
Really?
Chicken ready?
I can't talk.
Okay,
Yeah, why
explain to
not?
us what you're going through, sir.
It's like heaven in my mouth.
How do you know how heaven tastes?
Well, I guess it tastes like this.
Okay, alright then. Okay.
Wow,
so
it's
Chef has
amazing.
done a fantastic job.
Amazing.
For
Thank
him to
you.
talk like that, trust me.
Thank you.
Look, he's not even offering
He's
anyone.
enjoying
He's a happy
food.
man.
He's not even offering anyone. I mean, like, you can't even say, can you go here? Have a bite. Okay. Alright, well, there you have it. We're coming to the end of the Power Breakfast Show. I'll get my fish one. We're coming to the end of the Power Breakfast Show. Chef, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Wet Lounge, we say a big thanks for
Thank you so
providing
much.
us this opportunity. You're taking part, yeah? The
Yes, we are doing
Burger
that.
Festival.
Yes.
It's happening this week from started yesterday,
Started yesterday all the way through to Sunday.
Sunday.
Download your Burger Festival
Yes,
passport.
pass, yes.
And it's buy one get one free on burgers and on beers as well. So
There
if
you
you
have
like a
it.
good cold beer with your burger, please go for it.
There you have it. All right. Thank you very much
Thank you
for
so much.
coming. Camera one. This one? All right. On behalf of everyone who makes this show a success, my name is Kiri Wangara, wishing you a fantastic Tuesday. We'll see you soon. Bye. Say bye.
Bye, people.